there's a certain sort of, like, serene beauty to the world. Especially, you know, when all the Oblivion gates are pretty much accounted for. There's only 2 left. That's all we have to do in this episode. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. It's good to finally say that and not just, you know, be running around aimlessly. By the way, in the last one, just to show you all, I got a new greater power. If you go through and do the pilgrimage again and meet all the way shrines, you can get yourself a... where is it? Pilgrim's Grace. It's great to do at the beginning of the game, which I never did it because I never really wanted to, but it fortifies every single attribute by 10 for 300 seconds. Quite possibly one of the best greater powers in the game. So it's advisable to do that early, but of course you do have to find all the way shrines, which is kind of annoying. By the way, you can see all the pocketed little, like, you know, icons for Oblivion gates. We will only see one more of those pop up, but like I said, I would save one specific one, configuration rather, for this episode, which, you know, should be the last one before we actually get back into story time, which is what I would consider configuration 5 from the USB wiki. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not going to be rolling for it because I just gotta run through it anyway, and I'm not gonna bother. But here it is. It always shows with 2 burnt bodies at the front. There's the tower to the right, and that's about it. I mean, there's a couple of interesting things. It is a double-gated world, which unfortunately means that we have another one to close after this, which will just be a random gate, and I will have to quickly run through it. As far as it is, it's basically just like a straight run through towards the actual gate itself, which is right up here. Interestingly enough, surrounded by 2 rune stones. And there's the... no, that's the gate we came through. I think the other gate is over here somewhere? Yeah, there it is. So, not super interesting as far as things go, but I felt like for some reason I had to show it off on an actual episode. And other than that, the tower just goes through random selection, like most of the other towers. Random selection of, you know, floors and all that. And, hallways. Actually, I'm somewhat debating whether I should leave one Oblivion gate open until after, I close the Great Gate, because there is known to be... well, sometimes, rather. There is a little glitch that can happen where the game straight up just doesn't count the last gate closed for some reason. But I'm gonna keep going because, well, I can always use the console to give me another one if, you know, for whatever reason it says no, and then I'll be like, no, I totally did that. I'll complain and, you know, all that fun stuff. But I'm just happy. Actually, we should take the sorcerers. Just happy that we're going to finally be done with all this. We can get back to the regular game. Not that I really cared much about the game, but... or the main story, rather. I like the game. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't have been playing this long. But if I'm lucky, I'll be able to close both of these real quick. And we can actually move on. Because I'm game for moving on. Bam. All done. Now, it does make me curious what the final gate actually turned into, because now it will have to be a different configuration. Let's see. What are we going to get? Nope, that's the horse one. Which, again, I'm just going to go through. Well, thankfully, we got somewhat rare ones for those last 2. Lord knows I can't stand another one of the ones where I have to climb up the entire thing. Because, God, that didn't get annoying at all. Although, now this is going to get annoying, please. I just want to get up to the next level, please. No! Actually, I haven't thought about what I'd do if this turns out to be a very short episode. Which maybe I'm okay with. Because I did stream for quite a while. I'm basically recording this the same day as the last stream. So, breaking the illusion here. Which was like 2 days before this is published. So, you know, cut me some slack. Next time will be longer. Although this one could be long, I don't know. Depending on how long it goes. I could even just do another quest, and man, it would feel nice to do another quest after all this time. Now, it looks like I might close both of these within 10 minutes, which would kind of be amazing. Oh, boy. I kind of... Let's see if I can do that. That'd be a great, like, little challenge for me. Close this before I get to the 10-minute mark on my recording, at least. Oh, hello. No, I'm not gonna die. You die. An interesting thing to note, once all the gates are closed, and you're done with the main quest, it is impossible to meet Dremora again. Well, that's not entirely true. There are a couple of side quests which spawn Dremora, but nothing offhand, like nothing normally in the game, uses Dremora. They will summon Daedra sometimes as like spells. Generally not a generally not random enemies or summons the Dremora. Though you can get the summon to bring about a Dremora Lord for whatever reason. You know, if you wanted to use them. If that's your thing. Personally, I don't really enjoy conjuration magic. And there we are. Oh my god, he made it over to me. The Daedroth really wanted me to die. And that's it. I mean, the sky will clear up, but if you look over here, Oblivion gate shut, 59. That is it. There is one more gate that will exist later on in the game. That is it. No more will spawn in the game world. It's kind of amazing if you ask me. So, from here, I wanted to do something before we get back to the main game. There's a couple of things that exist in the wilderness that I've known about but haven't really gone for. One of them being goblin totem staffs, but I don't quite want to get to that just yet because that's a whole thing, and I want to go in depth in an episode about how you could actually make them have like wars and stuff. But one thing I can quickly do is we can get all the heaven stones. Now, like I said, you can travel to all the way shrines and you'll get the greater power. You know, if you're... Where's a way shrine? There we go. If you travel, you know, to every way shrine, one of each of the 9 divines, you'll get yourself greater power. Now, there's another thing that exists within the world that you can also get greater powers from. In fact, you can get multiple of them. They are called doomstones. Now, we have actually found a couple of them. I believe Shield of Shezar is from a doomstone. I found that either on stream or, you know, while playing. We found this one. And I think that's it so far. Yes. So we've only found 2 of them, but we can find the others. There are 7 total? Yes, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 total in the game. One was actually taken out of the game, but I will console in that greater effect so that we can see it, because it's kind of cool and interesting, but it's interesting that it doesn't exist in the game, but the effect does. So, we have gotten the Shezar Stone and Magnus Stone, obviously. Magnus, Shezar. So, we can take a trip to the others, because why not, right? So, first one, between Coral and Skingrad. So, it's in the middle here, south of Weatherly. Directly north of Bleak Flats Cave. So somewhere in here. East of the Shrine of Sanguine. Right there. That's where this one should be. Now, there's another thing, another caveat with these stones that we're going to be introduced to shortly. So, if we head east of here, we should be able to find this stone. Or at least should be able to. The thing with these is that you can't, what in the what? Abandoned tower? Well, that's a mod thing if I ever saw one. Also, there's something that I have not discovered over here. Apparently. It's just another well, way shrine? What is this? Oh no, it's a whole alien thing. Okay. God, I can't see anything with this fog. And I can't wait while enemies are around either. So that's nice. I don't even know what hates me. Is there something on top of the tower? Alright, well now I have to know what this tower is. Oh. What? Is this just a thing in the game? Normally? Those are not leveled. And they apparently counted towards being aggressive from outside. Oh, the ladder doesn't work, but that does. So I'm guessing that's what was angry at me. No, this... It's got dungeon music in here. I don't know what to think of this. Like, it feels modder-ish, but... some of the things are strange. Oh, whatever. They're all dead now. Wandered off the path a little. So... God, finding these things is a little difficult. Because they're outcroppings. Well, they exist so precisely. I'm right on top of Bleak Flats, right? It's not like directly in front of it, right? No. Okay, good. So it should be north. It doesn't help that there's fog. It doesn't help if the game crashes. In any case, the fog's not going to help us. And there's another thing about these stones. Generally, you want to do this at night. And I mean like really at night. I believe it has to be after midnight. Possibly later? Alright, there we go. Well, of course it's raining. Still better visibility. Oh, it was literally right there. Well, there we go. And because it's nighttime, you can go up to the stone. Bam. Marks of the hero's doom are traced on Joan's face. And we get one of the greater powers. And so all of them are like this. You have to come to them in the middle of the night. You can't really do anything else there. This was Joan's shadow. So this is all about fortified acrobatics, athletics, invisibility. I might actually end up using this one, maybe, because that's not a bad one. Alright, so. This one's slightly south of Bleak Flats Cave, actually. So we can just head over to that gate right there. And it's still in the middle of the night. So Bleak Flats Cave is right there. Is this it? No, this doesn't look like it. That's a remnant runestone, which is similar. These give you bound armor, which are 0 weight and daedric quality, but only lasts a certain amount of time. Great early game, not so much later. Aether's Stone, however, gives us the Gates of Aetheris. And the Gates of Aetheris, why does it keep putting me down to the very bottom of the list? Gates of Aetheris right here. Fortify Magicka, resist magic. Also not bad. None of these are inherently bad, actually. They're pretty great to get. Alright. Next one. So... southeast of Anvil? Wait, what? Oh, no. East of Anvil. So southeast of Troll Candle Camp. So it's about over here. I don't really want to go right into the middle of the camp because, you know, then combat. So the farm will do just well. Alright, and if we head east of here? Still looks like it's the middle of the night. Maybe getting close. You only have until 6 a.m., I believe, to activate the stones. You don't have to do them all in one night, but it does make it easier if you know where they all are and can do this. Or even if you don't know where they all are and you have a list like I do. Alright. So... somewhere up here? The real question is, who put these here? Because they're doomstones, and I wonder why they're named that. There's not a lot of lore behind them. Beyond the fact that they're like mystical and well, strange, to be honest. Wait. Which one am I by? I've gone a little too far. Ah! Southeast of this camp, huh? There it is. Oh, it's still active, I think, so good. Jodestone, yeah, there we go. So we get Jode's blood. Fantastic. I don't know who Jode was, but bless them, right? Jones and Jodes. So Jode's blood gives us blade blunt, hand to hand, and health. Not bad. Great in a fight, especially early in the game. Most of these are mainly early game stuff. The next one, North of Kvatch. Oh boy, North of Kvatch, huh? Well, there's nothing left there. So this one is like right in the middle of this triangle. So it might be easier to go north from this Ayleid well. Ain't that pretty looking? Oh, thank you. And autosave for me. And I don't... Oh. For a second there I was like, I don't remember pressing the button. And then I realized, oh, right, it did it for me. Derp. So, where am I headed? I'm a little, of course, I need to go like this way, a little bit that way. Exactly in this direction, I think. Means it's up on the mountain. Maybe I should have gone from the north. I mean, we can't activate it quite yet anyway. But as soon as I do see it, it will be a lot easier to get to it. Though it does make me wonder if render distance actually has something to do with these. It might not show up. I don't know why the grass render distance isn't more. I swear I turned it up. Let's see, where are we? We're like right in the center. Am I looking in the right places? Shattered Mine. Oh no, Fort Linka. Oh. It's here. It was literally where I was before. I may have walked right by it, actually. Because it should have been real close to the alien wall. In fact, I should have been able to see it from here. Huh. I think I'm in the center at least. Surrounded by Oblivion gates as well. Oh, I've gone a little too far even. Not as big of an area as I thought it was. So it should just be right up here. Ugh. Trolls. Or ogres, rather. He's gonna wanna attack me in a second. I wonder if it's actually easier to find these at night. Just because they glow. The red glow gives it away. Yeah, I think it's just spotting them. Jesus. Longer Tooth's Cave, Fort Link Eye, Shattered Mine. So it should be right in the center. And there it is. Okay, cool. Wow, yeah, the render distance for these guys, just to give you an idea, not very far. Like, you gotta go right up on them to find them. But, just to give you an idea of what happens when it's not nighttime, and try to activate them, no stars shine upon the Doomstone. There's no enemies. Alright, so we're at 7 a.m. We want... Let's see, 12 hours would give me that, so... 17? Should be just after midnight? If I've done my math right. I might have done my math wrong, and that would be horrible. How horrible. Oh, but look at that. Beautiful. Here's Doom, who was figured in Scythian mystery. You've gained the Scythian web, greater power. Did I actually get it, or did the game not give it to me? There we go. Fortified marksman, speechcraft, illusion, security, and mercantile. Fantastic. Alright. So the next one on the list, Magnus Stone, we've already got it. It's southeast of Braville. I can actually show it here. Southeast of Braville. Northeast of Leeuwen. So it's obviously in here. East of Haunted Mine and Atatar. So, Haunted Mine is... Oh wait, where is Haunted Mine? There's Atatar. There's Haunted Mine. So it's southeast, or east of these two. And east-northeast of the Drunken Valley Inn. So, it's like right here-ish. Right? Drunken Dragon Inn, these two. It's right there. I'm not going to go get it because we've already gotten it. And I'm sure I showed it off at some point. It was probably on a stream, to be honest. So, good luck going through that all. Sorry. And then the Shizar Stone, which is also in Leeuwen, just north of Telepe, which is one of these. Yeah, just north of here, which also may have been on stream as I went through that area, looking through tons and tons of things. But anyways, we need to get the Dragon Stone, which is the last one on the list. Also, you need to have enough fame to get all these. As I'm going down the list, you need to get 10 more fame each time to activate the stone. So at the beginning of the game, you can only get the Jode Stone with 10 fame, and then for the Aetherius Stone, you need 20 fame. Otherwise, it will not activate for you. So, yes, you do actually need to do a little bit of something for these. That Dragonstone, here we go. This is 70 fame. North of Shading Hall, northeastern tip of the lake. So, it should be right there. I could just go to the hammer mill. Alright, there's like weird things in there. Alright. Oh. Just gotta find the lake. I think this leads out into the lake. That does not exist. Nope, no it does not. Cool. That was interesting. So, that's not the lake, is it? Oh, I've gone way too far. It's actually quite a bit north of here. Is it on the mountains, actually? The northeastern tip. I guess it should be up there. I'm almost wondering if, like... Oh, for a second there, I thought this mound was, like, built onto it. But nope, this is supposed to be here. There's the Dragonstone. Great. Stars need to shine on it. Yeah, we can wait again. And then that'll be the last one. There was supposed to be one more called the Nernstone, but it doesn't exist in the game. However, its effect does. And I can give myself that, though I'm forgetting the code to do that. Hero gleams in his eye. You have gained the Dragon Dream greater power. So we get Dragon Dream. Which is interesting. It's one of the few times dragons are actually mentioned for us. Fortify health, magic, and fatigue. Great. Little greater power. Though a little weaker as far as most of them go. Especially by the point that you're supposed to get it, because this is 70 renown worth. Now, there is one more. Oh, well, it turns out it's quite simple. So, actually, just so you can actually see it, I'm going to go on this screen. So it's add, or sorry, player dot add spell, and then you type in the ID. Now, for this one, you can't use the number pad, unfortunately. It is 0006 BB. Sorry, B6B 1. And you get Nern's Breath. Again, this isn't actually in the game, so I feel fine adding this via console. There's no way to get it normally, but it's a fun little thing. So Nern's Breath is right here. Fortify health 100, fortify fatigue 200, and detect life 100. I almost wonder if it was too powerful, and so they took it out for balance sake. That doesn't make too much sense to me, because there's plenty in this game that is a little off kilter like that. So, especially like the grace power that you can get. So I'm not entirely sure what, the actuality of that is. But yeah, there are other doomstones in this that are birth sign stones. We've come across a couple like in the while I was streaming. They give you one greater power, but you can only hold one at a time. So, out of the lady, the Atronach, or all of those, there's only one that I'm really interested in, and I go to it in almost every game. I went to the same exact sign in Skyrim as well, just because I felt it led more to my play style, and that would be the Steed Stone. Just because most of them fortify things, and I mean, there's not much to fortify on the character anymore. So the Steed Stone is the one I'm going to get. I'm not really going to look for the others, because there's 13 of them, and I'm not going to be picking them up anyway. So we need to go just about right here. So I'm going to go to Roland Jenseric's cabin. We should be able to find it rather quickly. Oh yeah, there's this one mod that's like populated this area, and I hate it beyond all belief. It's just the bane of my existence. No, really. I hate it. Also, I've gone a little Wrong direction. Oh, hi, officer. Just, you know, finding doomstones. Ho ho. Oh, it's got a pretty, like, blue glow. I don't actually remember this being here. This is definitely added by something. I mean, look at this. It's just wonderful. Definitely not a normal thing. Said it was visible from the blue road. And I believe this is the blue road. Oh, this is the bandit. That's after me. That's fine. Aha, so there's the fort. So it's somewhere along here, just south of the blue road. But of course, the draw distance of this is, well, not great. And it may very well be in this little thick forest area. The worst part is I actually found this on stream, and then I was like, nah, I'll get it later. Should've just gotten it then. But now I can, you know, go around like an idiot and find it for you now. Oh, here we go. So here it is. It looks like the others, however, is very clearly steed stone. No stars shine upon it. Of course, you need stars for it, and enemies are chasing me, or rather, one mud crab is chasing me, which of course means that I can't wait anywhere. I'm just gonna have to live here, and I'll never be free of the mud crab menace. It's really, truly a horrible plight to live through. Horrible, horrible plight. No, but really though? What is still after me? Enemies, they take forever. Oh man, wow. That was actually super close too. I have a feeling it was like right after 6 a.m. when I managed to activate that one. So, yeah. Make sure you get there before 6 a.m. and it'll work. Or it should anyway. Alright. Let's grab this real quick. And there we go. Do you choose to steer by the stars of the steed? Again, you can only take one of these. Hell Ride is the one that they give us. It's quite appropriate, especially because it crashes your game. And so, now that we've gotten all that, and I can actually show you the power, which is right here, Hell Ride, fortify speed and acrobatics. If you don't know me, there's a reason why I actually took those, because, you know, fortifying stuff actually works differently in this version. Sorry about the audio. There we go. Now, as a final little thing that I want to do, there's apparently a quest that I haven't done. And I was so surprised because, you know, I came across it in reading and then I was like, what? Especially because of what it entails. Well, it entails going through a, going to a actual settlement, although it's not really listed as a settlement. So this is southeast of the Imperial City. If I can actually find it. Although I'm almost positive that I've been there before. And just completely disregarded it, but it's also entirely possible that I managed to somehow not do this. Oh, no, I've been there. Crestbridge Camp, right here. So, these people here, you know, they're just living out here.
Welcome, traveller. We're all so worried about the goblins, we may not be as hospitable as we should be.
Goblins. I can't believe, like, maybe this wasn't on the list of quests that I had before, and I just completely forgot about it, but it's straight up a quest that we should do.
Everything was going well. We had set up camp at Cropsford, and it looked like a beautiful spot. Then the goblins attacked. Thank Ifra that Marissa was there. Without her, the goblins would have surely killed us all.
Oh, that's bad. Well, good, I mean, that you had her.
It was my father's dream for us all to start a new life there. He spent everything he had to buy the land. Now it all seems to be ruined.
Alright. Well, sorry about your father.
Barthel Garnard is my father. I'm worried about him. I think it'll break his heart if we can't build Cropsford.
I didn't realize he was still alive. Well, let's go talk to him, because he's the actual quest giver. There's Marissa, who, you know, is awesome. But you are the person we need to talk to.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Please continue.
So, about these goblins.
Watch out for them if you're heading north. We ran into goblin war parties northwest of here while starting to build a new settlement. My family and I are still trying to figure out what to do. We spent everything we had to buy the land and supplies, so we can hardly go back. Say, do you think you could help us? We need to get the goblins off our land so we can start building our new settlement.
Yes, I will help.
I had a good feeling about you, friend. You should talk to Marissa about the goblins. She's our guide and knows what needs to be done.
And bam, quest added, goblin trouble.
Take care, friend.
It's been a while since we actually had like a straight up new quest.
Killed on our account.
Well met. Come, warm yourself by our fire. Follow the yellow road northwest from here. You'll see the supplies I had to abandon when the goblins attacked.
Alrighty.
You've agreed to help them clear the goblins from Cropsford? That's great news.
It's terrible voice acting.
I've done some scouting around while we've been camped here, and it looks like Cropsford is right in the middle of a goblin war. The caves around here are infested with goblins. Normally, goblins stay close to their lairs and wouldn't be a huge problem. But two tribes are at war, and their war parties are crossing right through Cropsford. What you'll need to do is stop the war somehow.
Oh, war, huh?
Goblins have their own reasons for doing things. Don't make sense to us, usually, but I've learned a lot about their ways over the years. Each tribe guards a head in its lair. Whose head, I don't know. A sacred tribal totem or something like that. Anyway, if you want to rile up a goblin tribe, steal their tribal head, which is often what a rival tribe does, just to prove they're tougher. I'd lay odds that the war between the two tribes is because of a stolen tribal head, nor the reason for a war to go on this long.
Okay.
So, to stop the war, all you need to do is sneak into Timberscar Cave, find the stolen tribal head, and return it to the Cracked Wood Cave goblins. Unless you want to do things the hard way.
Alright.
Well, you could always just fight your way into Cracked Wood Cave and kill their shaman. Every goblin tribe is led by a shaman, but she mostly stays hidden in the heart of the lair, well protected. But kill the shaman, and the tribe will dissolve into confusion, most likely end the war.
Okay, well, we can either kill the shaman
Good luck.
or take the
Don't
staff.
underestimate the goblins. They're more dangerous than they look.
Or there's another alternative. Well, she wants us to take it, you know, the one from Timberscar and put it back into Cracked Wood, or, you know, kill the shamans. I have a third alternative, in where we take both of the staffs from Timberscar, because it's great for them both to be in one place, right? Saves us the trouble of getting two of them. In fact, there are only 7 of these in the game, so they are sort of unique. I was wondering for the right time to bring this up, but since, you know, there's a quest related to it, and apparently one that I completely forgot about, it's a good time to bring it up now. You can do some interesting things with these staffs. For one, if you're carrying it on your person, they will find you and follow you. you could have goblins pop up at any time, even within Oblivion gates. And that's super interesting to me. Anyways, yeah. Rock biter goblins. They have their own set of goblins. I'm not going to really kill many of them because they're all warlord level, and it's just really not worth it, to be perfectly honest. At least not for me. I would much rather just grab it and go. There's also a couple of other things you could do with these staffs. As you know, they do wars. They have AI like this. And so if you have all of the staves, you could make a massive goblin war. So if you're perhaps interested in that, let me know. Because, you know, I could do that. Now, that's it. It can end here. The quest, rather. There's rock biters, and there's bloody hand goblin skirmishers. The two of them are going to fight it out. Now, I believe that this cave also has, well, another totem staff. That one was just on the ground. But I'm almost positive that there should be a second one in here. Because the rock biters have their own totem staff. It's usually quite far in. There is another staff that starts in a different area. Oh, there's theirs. So I may just possibly be seen getting this, but that's a risk I'm gonna have to take. Oh, fucking legend right there. Alright, so we got two of them, goblin totem staffs. The game actually does keep track of which tribe you have stolen them from. So right now the rock biters and the others will come for us, believe it or not. But we have two of them. And then it will come randomly. I don't remember what happens if you put it into a chest. Like whether or not they will manage to take it back. I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, the bloody hand is the other ones that are after us. So we'll find out. But they can't even follow you into Oblivion gates. In fact, into places that they shouldn't technically exist. So that's interesting to me. What saw me? The goblin saw me? Are you kidding me? Oh, in any case, we're out of there. We just need to go back and finish this quest. I know it'll be a short episode, but I think it's rather an interesting one that we've come across. And something's still after me. In fact, it might be them coming for their totem staffs. Uh-oh. Hopefully not. Hey, let's finish your quest.
A pleasure to speak with you. Amazing. You actually swiped the stolen head right out of Timberscar Cave? Ha! Those goblins won't know what to think now.
Well, they'll want to think to kill me.
You don't really need to do anything else. The Cracked Wood tribe will stop attacking Timberscar Cave once they figure out the head is gone. Of course, now that you have the head, you could create all sorts of mischief.
Yes, you can. Yeah, create mischief.
Well, for instance, you could give it to any other goblin tribe. They'd boast about it, just as if they won it in a war. And pretty soon the Cracked Wood tribe would launch a war against them. I'm not sure if the Cropsford settlers would be all too pleased about you stirring up a new goblin war, though.
No, probably not. But it's a very interesting thing. Does she give us the location of all of them?
The two nearest are Timberscar Cave and Cracked Wood Cave. Here, I've marked them on your map. Unfortunately, Cropsford is right in between them.
No offense, but I really don't like the voice actress here.
Goodbye.
Well, anyways, let's talk to the dad who seems to be swimming in the tent. I don't know how you manage this, sir, but bravo.
If you need anything, talk to my
Oh, you're not even the dude I'm looking for. You're just...
Goodbye.
You're just swimming tents, huh? Okay. I mean, you do you.
Let me know as soon as Cropsford is cleared of goblins, so we can get back to building our new settlement.
Well, it's clear, I guess.
We plan to call it Cropsford.
Oh.
It's northwest of here along the...
Wait, how do I...
You took care
There
of
we
the
go.
goblin menace? That's great news, my friend. Now we can get back to building our new lives at Cropsford. Please, be sure to come and visit us in a month or so. You have earned a hero's welcome.
There we go. So I guess this is super good to do early, and I mean like early.
Clear the goblins from Cropsford for us. It's safe for us to build the settlement.
And I mean like really early in the game. So early, in fact, I think like one of the things that can happen is that you get to see this settlement rise up, and literally if you come back a month from now, it'll be, you know, like one stage further in development, and it'll keep rising by one stage until it is a full-fledged settlement. I believe Cropsford is just up here. I think that's it, in any case. Yeah, here it is. Cropsford. It's not anything now, but it will actually rise up and be 2 places, and every month you come back, you can get a small level gold award, I'm pretty sure, which in our case would be about like 500 gold each time. And you could do it 4 times, so it's about 2,000 gold if you're all the way done. But it also requires you to remember to come back here specifically and all that stuff, just so you know where Cropsford is on the map. It's right about here. There's almost no reason to go to this part of the game, you know, other than to do this one quest. There's not much else here, which is kind of sad. There are a couple of other caves, you know, which have our goblin friends in them. Like, I think Rock Bottom Caverns is one. Oh, Goblin Jim's Cave is another. They're the white skins. However, their staff has already been stolen by another goblin tribe. So that's another place where you could get 2 for 1. Now, if I keep the staff on me, as I said, as I go to places, it'll vanish. Or not vanish, but goblins will come after me. So, you know, fast traveling is always an issue. And the occupants of this little camp right here, Crestbridge Camp, will actually move back to Cropsford after this. So, it's an interesting little thing you can do. I can't believe that I completely forgot about this quest, but it's another one down in the books, and quite possibly the last one until we get back into the main quest, which will be next episode. So, within the next week, if you want me to do anything else at this point in the game, let me know, because we are very close to the end. I think the only couple of things that I can see me doing is a episode dedicated to both the goblins, possibly, if you want me to do that, which will be very short, so it may not be a full episode, and another episode dedicated to getting all of the possible things for our Shivering Isles friend, which involves a lot of charming high-level enemies because of, you know, my level right now. But that'll be an interesting episode, and of course I'll have to do it before the end. Not that the game stops after you're done. And of course there is one last final quest that we have to do in Shivering Isles after the last quest, because I don't intend on doing that normally. And maybe a couple stream sessions to see if I get the rest of the final stuff in this game. But really, it's coming to a major close. So if there's anything else you want me to explore, say it now, because we're close to the end. So close that, I mean, like, it's just gonna end and I gotta think about what's next, which may or may not be Skyrim. Maybe. I'm not making any promises just yet, but maybe Skyrim. In any case, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.